Hello, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Okay. Hey, Mary O. How are you, doll? I was going to go home yesterday, but I didn't because something come up with my mom, so I ended up extending the stay, and I'm on my way home now. And as much as I love being up there, I'm ready to go. Hey, just a girl, I can't wait to get home. See my little kitty cat, my husband. Uh, I'm so sad to leave my mom, though, you guys. Bless her heart. I'm painting the front doors of her going into the house and her utility room. Those doors are on the same porch, and she has a black metal security proof door, and then the wood door. So they're black, and they haven't been painted since I guess they put them up. But I told her the last time I was here, I said I think we need to paint those doors, Mom, and I think I'm gonna paint them whole red. What do you think? Well, she's got macular degeneration. Hey, Hartley, up with the Lord, sweet Melissa. I'm driving you guys, so I'm just talking. So anyway, she said, I don't care what color you paint them because I can't see anything anyway. Oh, she has macular degeneration, and she's lost. She's telling me the only thing she can see is just like figures, people outline. And so she said she didn't care what color I painted it. So my sister lives with her, but she said, so anyway, I took like burgundy and a blue, and so I painted some on each door to let her let everybody decide which one they like. But anywho, when I got ready to leave, my sister she was at work, and my mom was there by herself, and I just felt so bad about, I don't know why. She was going to come back with me, but my sister kind of was telling her, Mom, go, you need to go. It wouldn't her. But I get it. I mean, she has lived in the house that my dad, they built the house. So I'm 54. They built it the year I was born. So she's been in the house for 54 years. She knows where everything's at. And when she comes to my house, even though she doesn't have to do anything, I'll wait on her hand and foot. She's not secure. You know what I mean? She's like, oh, it just breaks my heart. Sorry. Woo. I have to quit talking about it. I put lights up and everything so she can see, like the way, but it's still difficult for her. And I know that. So, I'm sorry. Sorry, I did not expect that. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I know my days are limited, and I just love her so much. It breaks my heart. So every time I leave, I'm sad. Even though I'm, only 2.5 hours away, she was there sitting there on the porch by herself, and she said, I'm going to miss you. It's going to be lonely. And it just breaks me because she tried giving me money, and she walks up to me and she's got some money. And I said, Mama, what's that? And she said, some money. I said, for what? And she said, for gas. I said, Mama, you're not giving me gas money. I just started laughing. I said, what in the world? And she said, I just want you to have. I said, well, I'm not going to take it. And I said, I'm going to put it right back in there. If you don't take it, I'm going to put it right back in there. It just I couldn't help but start laughing. I don't know why she thought I needed money, but anyway, it just so if you have your parents, you guys love them and let them know that they're loved, because goodness, I don't even want to think about, But anywho, I've been, dealing with real life things that are important. Meanwhile, my name's being drugged and slung in the mud for everything it's worth. I've been made to look like sorry as sorry can be, individual, not to mention sorry, but nasty, by someone that used to be a friend. And I'm very limited, you guys, on what I can say, certain parts of this, but I'm going to say what I can and what needs to be said. It's not okay for anybody to do anyone the way, and I'm not just saying it's because of me, the way I have been talked about. It's not okay. I can joke and pick with the best of them, and trust and believe, you guys, I am a jokester. My family knows I'm a jokester, and I can dish it out and I can take it. But I would never, ever get on a platform of any kind and talk about anyone the way I have been talked about the last week. First of all, those foul, nasty words would never come out of my mouth, and shame on the person and the people that are co-signing that. It's ridiculous. It makes you look like a piece of trash. Not to mention it's somebody that you've had a relationship, a friendship with. There's a, you can throw tomatoes and say things, but you don't have to go vile and nasty. And then the people jumping on the bandwagon. Man, I didn't know there were so many sorry individuals on this platform. And there is some sorry people on this platform. I can just tell you that, because I'm going to be okay. At the end of the day, there's nothing that anybody can say about me that's going to affect me in my real life and the people that really care about me. So just know that. It makes you feel good, and you carry on, people. Carry on. But it speaks volumes. It's the character you are in the world, and are minimal, if any. I've got more class in my toenail than these people have in their whole damn body. So, yes, I will say I have filed a privacy. Yes, I have done that, and I'm not going to apologize for it. I shouldn't have to do that. My images should not be being used, and I should not be talked about the way I've been talked about. And then the people that have come out of the graveyard, Tacos and her wife, that are probably two of the most sorriest excuses for people I have seen in a long time. And I'm not talking about what they've done to me or tried to do to me. I'm talking about the shit they pulled whenever they got exiled from this community. The crap they pulled about the whole unaliving story, and then doubling down and lying and insulting the intelligence of everybody that was listening and watching. And then let's dig them up. Let's dig them up and bring them back. It's already a cesspool. Let's just bring some more shit and let them come on here and manipulate. So that's what you're going to use as your proof, are two pathological liars that wouldn't know the fucking truth if it hit them upside the head. Are you fucking kidding me? And you think that you really and truthfully are gaining headway and that you are giving any kind of validity to your damn lies and your stories? Describe it, baby. Describe it. Justin, I hope that you don't have a daughter for a female, because I feel so. How would you feel? You get on there the other day and I hear you ask someone, speaking of BJ, how many did she have in her face? Girl, get out of town. Why would you even go there and ask those kinds of questions? That is so disgusting. And how would you like it if someone was talking about your daughter like that? I mean, the people that have co-signed this and that are okay with this, man, y'all all need some freaking serious help. So I've been very, very blown away. I mean, I knew that I had friends and there was good people on here, but I have the support and the people that have come out and that have told me that it's wrong. And they said, please know, I've not been responding to everybody because I've been up at the country and I don't have a lot of service, but just know that I've seen your messages and your emails, and I've gotten your text, and I appreciate it so very much. You don't even know how much it makes me so proud to know that there's that many good people. It really does, because when it really, really matters, you guys, being around you like you should, and I guess, it's just like, it really warms your heart to know that there's good people out there. So just please, if I haven't responded to you, I'll try to, but just know that I appreciate it more than I can say. I truly, truly appreciate it. It's been overwhelming. It really has. And I've heard from a couple of people that just not long ago was on my live, or on one of my lives and somebody else's live, and they were defending a couple creators. And, I wasn't really rude to them whenever I addressed them. I just said, I think you're lost, and, run along. I wasn't rude. I try to really not get low and dirty with people because, it just, to me, it changes who I am. That's not who I normally am. I don't talk to people like that in my, that's not, so I can do it. I could go there, but it makes me feel yucky when I talk like that to people it really just makes me feel yucky after it's over and said. I'm like, why did I even say that and allow myself to like say stuff like that? Because that's not who I am, and I don't like it. It makes me feel yuck. So I try to handle people, even when they're being rude to me and they're coming at me and they're sideways and they're defending somebody that they have no idea who they're defending. They have no idea what that person is really, truly like. And sadly, they usually have to find out the hard way. That's like I did, But even when they're doing that, I think, I feel sorry for them. I truly feel sorry for them. I think to myself, you just don't know. You just don't know. And you will find out because it's not if, it's just a matter of when. I can guarantee you it will happen. But I've had several people come into my emails and apologize and echo the sentiments that I have echoed so many times before, that they are so embarrassed that they, defended somebody like they did. They had, now that person's turned on them and they get it now. And they feel so sorry that they did that and so ashamed. I get it. The hardest thing in life, I think, is to forgive yourself. But it's I guess it comes more natural to forgive other people. But whenever you have to do some soul searching and you have to forgive yourself, for me personally anyway, that's usually more difficult, or it has been for me. You know what I mean? I guess it's easier to cut other people slack than it is to cut yourself slack. And so I know that I have beat myself up over like why did I take so long? Even though, there was lots of cringeworthy moments in that friendship that made me cringe and, not be okay with it. Lots of them. And at the time I would address them as they come. But now looking back, it's like, why did I not, it was easy to like pick the good things out of that person and let the small things, good things override all the vile and meanness that's coming out of that person. It really goes back to the old saying, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. That is so freaking true, people. It really is. It's so true, man. Because, especially when they show you more than once, when it happens more than once, that's who they are. They can't, you can put on a mask and act like you're something you're not, but you can't do that all the time for very long. Who you are shows over and over again. It comes out. It's who you are. Whenever you see somebody and you see them being vile more times than they're not, that's who they are all the time. That's who the facade is when they're being kind and acting like they're a do-gooder and they're all about donate. They give. I'm a giver. I'm not a taker. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because givers don't have to say they're givers. You don't have to get up there and profess how good you are and what good you've done. So when you see somebody on their bandwagon saying, "Oh, I'm a giver, I'm a good person, I give good advice," whatever, you shouldn't have to toot your own freaking horn. I like to live my life and let my actions speak for who I am and the kind of person I am. And I think that it has on this platform. I think overall I have apologized to Diane, and I can say there's been, that I know of, very few people that I've offended and I have apologized, and I've been very sincere about that. Very few people, so I'm proud of that. I am try to treat people the way I want to be treated, and I've let my actions and who I am speak for itself. So I just don't understand how so many people can be okay with someone being so vile and nasty. It goes against it should be going against the core the core of who you are. Because I don't care how you were raised. I don't care who raised you, what barn you were raised in. You go through life and you see other people around you and you see how other people act. And you got to know that's a bad person. That's not good. So you got to know what's right from wrong. And it just, to me, if you're okay and you're co-signing the kind of shit that I've been seeing people co-sign, you need to stay with that person because that's who you are. You need to, like, really and truthfully, it's not for entertainment. If you're okay with that crowd, it goes beyond entertainment. It speaks to who you freaking are as a person. And I don't want anything to do with people like that. Nothing. So I'm going to get to my friends on here and my support of friends, I guess. I just watched Mallory go live about Diane and the people that stood up for me. And why people keep talking about my bush. You know, what's the point? Well, let me just say something about that. I don't need anybody to defend me or to take up for me. I've been very appreciative of the people that have spoken out against the behavior of the other people and have said that they think it's vile and it's wrong. And they too have been confused as how so many people can freaking be okay with it. Why more people aren't standing up and saying that this will not be tolerated and this isn't okay. That's what's so confusing to so many people. Man, why aren't more people standing up and saying to that person, it's not okay, not just to do it about Barnyard. It's not okay to do it about anybody, man. No one should be able to get on there and talk about people. But so back to that. So why would Diane involve herself in it? Well, of all people, Diane would have been the last person that I would have expected to have. And I'm not saying she stood up for me. She's still weighing, but it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see what one person is doing. I mean, she offered me a platform and I took it and I appreciate it very much. I really do. So she's been judged because she has given me a platform. Wow. She's no different than anybody else striking a live up and putting my fucking name in the title and alluding to the situation. She's no different than anybody else trying to get a view and a click and some money. No, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Why call her out? Because one of the subscribers and members of the other person come into that live and got so caught up in her own lies, and it was proven, and it's still being, try to twist it to make it look like it's something that fucking wasn't. It's just crazy. So Mallory, I'm not offended that people, that Diane involved herself. I'm not about my bush and Alicia. I appreciate them. If they want to they haven't got on there and talked about my bush. But whenever the other person goes live and she's got 6, 7 people on her panel while she's doing it, and then she's on the phone, not only that, but she's on the phone, got them on speakerphone, and they're echoing their lies and their vile shit. So you've got, 10, 12 people on one panel flopping their dick suckers or pussy lickers about somebody else, his personal business that, let me mention, is a married woman that has a family. I'm not some bimbo out there that has no family. I am a married woman. Sorry, I got to take a Coke and wet my dick sucker. So, I don't expect, Mallory, never have, and I told you this, I'm okay. You don't have to, I don't expect you to go against MGL. You are fine with being friends with MGL. I had no problem with that. I told you that. That's your business. I am an adult. I can handle that. That don't bother me. Would it have been nice to have you say something like, hey, that's not cool? Yeah, it would have been. But it wasn't necessary and I never asked for it. But instead, you know, praising videos gets put up, and not to mention whatever. So, man, I don't even know what to say about it. I didn't know we had an issue, you know, but I've had a lot of people reach out to me and that was confused, Mallory. They were confused. You know, they've seen me in your live. They've seen me supporting you. They're fucking confused. And you've done several videos to try to explain your side, but it's still confusing because whenever you were being talked about and done bad, I did strike up live and defend you. And I didn't ask you to do that. I didn't want you to do that. I did not want you to put your channel in jeopardy because I know that's your income and your business. I never expected that or did I want that. So make no mistake about that. I'm not upset about that. I told you I wasn't, and I'm not. But it was nice whenever you're praising the people to have at least said, hey, you know, I mean, are you okay with it? I don't think you are. I know you're not. You're not okay with what they're saying. It would have been nice to have heard that. But instead, I hear you bitching about the people that are standing up for me and standing up for what's right. I mean, I go into your chat and I say what I said a while ago about it's not about people talking about my bush. It's about people standing up for what's right and what's wrong. That's really what it's about. I would never do anything or want you to do anything to jeopardize your channel ever. That's not who I am. I want everybody to do good on here. I want everybody to be successful. But I also want people to be humble and kind and just be nice. And I have kept my mouth shut. I haven't, man, I'm really, really like, is this the same? And then make no mistake about it, Mallory. The only reason MGL stood up for you about the freaking joke, the milk jug joke, is because Tiffany Marie had a fucking problem with it, and she's pissed at Tiffany Marie, and that's the only fucking reason she said your name. Make no mistake about it, Mallory. You can't be that forgetful. There's reasons why MGL has freaking said your name. It's because she hates Tiffany Marie, and the only reason don't give yourself credit and think that behind the scenes you're the reason that Diane and Marissa got to where they're at, because it's not. It's because she hates Tiffany Marie. So she went back to Diane. That's the only reason. She will do anything to hurt Tiffany Marie. Don't get it mixed up there. Yeah, and you said, let's face it, she's got her words mean. She's got a platform. Her words mean something. Right. Her words mean something. The words that she's saying about me mean something. You're damn right. They're heavy. You said her words are heavy. Yeah, they're heavy. But yeah, if you think that she's doing you a favor now, I mean, I was in the chat where she come in there and told you were thirsty as fuck, and you didn't do anything to deserve that. Nothing had you done to deserve that. First of all, she wasn't there to stand up for you when people were trans bashing you, her or Tiffany Marie. They were so caught up in the cash destroying and doing bad to the cash earning that they couldn't even bother themselves with standing up for you when you were being trans bashed. They couldn't do it. So she comes in your live when you're up there not doing anything and tells you you're thirsty as fuck, and then starts using her wrench in your life and timing your people out. That's who you're dealing with. That's who she is, Mallory. So now all of a sudden, and so I'm going to just bring this out. I was in a panel one day and Justin come in, and Marissa was on panel. It was that Amber channel. Now, they wouldn't let me up there. Marissa would not. She wouldn't. The Amber channel said, Diamond Cutter's backstage. Oh, no, I won't. Don't let her up here. Don't let her up here. So I couldn't go up there because she don't like the truth. But Justin comes into the chat later on. And up until this point, I really don't have a beef with Justin. So I say, hey, Justin, because I've been speaking to Justin, right? We've been speaking to each other in other people's lives. So why wouldn't I speak to him? So I spoke to him. Well, when MGL saw me speak to him, she lost her fucking shit. Oh, no, you don't. don't. You're not going to freaking think that Justin's going to be your friend. So now, all of a sudden, Mallory, you are the fucking bee's knees, baby. You're the bee's knees. Huh? Wonder why. Wonder why. I know you're very methodical in your thinking. So am I. You had sit back and you got to sit back and saw how this played out. Now, Mallory, come go through my closet. Anything, Mallory, please, you don't make her look like she's something she's not. Like she's doing a good thing now. That is a calculated individual. Wow. I mean, I just don't. I never ever thought I would ever make it live and say and do this. I never. And I'm not being ugly now. I'm just trying to point out what is so obvious to me, and to say what difference does it make. I don't mind if people talk about. I mean, this is the drama community. Whether MGO wants to admit it or not, this is the drama community, and she is damn sure added to. I think she would be nothing but called drama as of her few lines. I mean, you got a channel. You can't have a channel that you call drama and another one that you call freaking true crime, and you talk. Your subscribers are the fucking same. Come on, let's get fucking real. Your subscribers are the same in both channels, bitch. You're in the drama community. Fucking get out of here. And there's a reason. There's been plenty of cases that are happening that somebody could jump on the bandwagon. But since the Vaughn case or whatever, since that blew up, nobody can't find a cause to go after. It's because nobody wants you on their fucking calls. Please don't do them a favor and stay away, because everything you do turns into a shit show. You couldn't even go to the Johnny Depp trial without getting kicked out of the fucking courthouse. Get out of town, smoke a fucking cigar, man. I swear. I'm sorry. I truly shouldn't have gotten this upset, but I cannot believe it. And to hear you say that you're sorry that things turned out like this, really? What? I didn't know that we had an issue. What? I mean, I've told you, and I'm good with. I mean, that's one thing about me. I'm not a jealous friend. You don't need to be all about me. I am good. I'm good. I'm good. And I wouldn't, I'm an adult. I can adult very well. I can go to panel. I can go on panels that you may not like, and still not let it taint or change the way I feel about that a person. And it shouldn't be like that, man. It shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't have to pick and choose. I never ever would make one of my friends feel like they've got to pick and choose. No way. Would it have been nice? Sure. But it wasn't necessary. And that's all I've got to say about that. So, anywho, I'm driving home, and I will, I'm sure there's some things that I have forgotten that I wanted to say. But, I can always fire a line back up. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I've said all I can think of right now. I'm fixing to set my cruise, turn me on some music, and cruise on. You guys have a good weekend.